Hi, everyone, and welcome to F-Bomb Friday. I am your host, Tracy Preston, along with my husband, Todd. Hey, hun.
Hey, baby.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's hit it. Native American, primarily the Ojibwe, Ottawa, Potawatomi tribes, collectively known as Anishinaabe or Council of Three Fires, have a deep historical presence in Michigan, with 12 federally recognized tribes currently residing in the state. The name Michigan itself derives from an Algonquin word meaning big lake or great water. Native peoples have lived in the forest and along the shores of Michigan for thousands of years, and these tribes have a substantial role in the state historically and contribute to its contemporary culture. Native Americans share a spiritual and practical relationship with animals, viewing them as brothers and sisters with spirits, teachers, and messengers. Animals provide food, materials, and spiritual guidance, with many cultures assigning individuals birth-related animal guides or associating clans with animals. This interconnectedness fosters a philosophy or respect and only taking what is needed, a stark contrast to European practices that have led to species depletion. In many Native American cultures, the bear symbolizes strength, wisdom, healing, and self-knowledge, acting as a powerful spiritual guide, protector, and teacher. Bears are associated with deep inner connection, resilience, and leadership, and are often featured in origin stories, medicine bundles, and ceremonies. The specific meaning can vary by tribe, but bears are generally revered across the continent as sacred beings with significant magical and healing powers. But beneath the reverence Native American culture has for the majestic bear lurks a far more sinister creature, a bear-like monstrosity that's been shrouded in darkness and terror for centuries. On today's episode of F-Bomb Friday, we'll be discussing the bear walkers of the Upper Peninsula. The history of bear walkers in Michigan is rooted in the Anishinaabe legend of the Mi'kmaq in traditional Anishinaabe culture. A bear walker is a malevolent medicine person or shaman who obtained a powerful gift of shape-shifting, almost always into the form of a bear. Unlike benevolent shamans who use their gifts for healings, which is good medicine, a bear walker uses their powers to inflict curses and suffering on people they hold grudges against. The traditional legend describes the bear walker's curse as a supernatural illness that unfolds in 4 phases, each occurring 4 days apart. In this ritual, a glowing spectral fire is seen moving through the trees, near the intended victim's home. Following the fourth visit from the bear walker, the victim dies. If the bear walker does not visit the victim's grave 4 days after the burial to claim a body part, often a finger or the tongue, the bear walker itself will die within 4 months. Now, during the 19th and 20th centuries, Michigan's Upper Peninsula became a melting pot of Native communities and European immigrants, including the Finnish, Cornish, French Canadian, and Polish people who came to work in the lumber and mining industries. These diverse populations freely shared and adapted each other's folklore. The bear walker legend was woven into this new Upper culture, mixing with ghost stories, frontier tales, and other legends of the region. Folklorist Richard M. Dorson documented these stories in his 1947 book, Blood Stoppers and Bear Walkers. The book was based on fieldwork and interviews with Upper Peninsula loggers, miners, and Native populations who helped establish the bear walker as a fixture of modern Michigan folklore. Now, here are a handful of encounters documented in Dorson's book. In the mid-20th century, hunters returning before dawn found a single set of footprints weaving through the new snow between cabins. At one fence line, the prints were unmistakably human, but 30 yards later, they became broad pads with claw marks, bear tracks. Then reverted back to human past the next cedar thicket. A native elder explained this to be a bear walker, masking their trail while traveling between households to harm a rival. Folks stayed indoors after dark for several days and nights, hanging tobacco at the door and asking a maid, which is a ceremonial healer, to sing protection songs. Now, Dorson heard this shape-shifting track pattern repeatedly throughout his interviews. In another account, a young logger had become thin and listless. No fever, no diagnosis, just night terrors and the sense that someone was sitting on his chest. A relative of the young man finally admitted he had quarreled with a woman rumored to walk with the bear. Again, a maid was brought in. He burned medicines, sang down the presents, and blew medicine into water for the patient to drink and wash with. The healer named the aggressor, but told the family not to retaliate. The ritual would send the harm back to its maker. Over the next few days, the logger's appetite returned and the nightmares stopped. The bad medicine, countered by ceremony, appears several times throughout Dorson's book. In this next encounter, a family suffered a run of bad luck. Spilled traps, food spoiled, and the family became sickly and hungry. All the while, an owl perched on the family's roof, refusing to fly away even when stones were thrown at it. "Don't harm it," the grandmother warned. "A bear walker might be using the bird as its cover." One night, a cousin fired his rifle at it anyway. The owl tumbled off the eave and crawled away into the darkness. The next morning, a neighbor woman was seen with her arm in a sling. Now, no one spoke of it out loud, but tobacco was offered at the shoreline, and the family's luck slowly mended. This harm appears as an animal. Harm rebounds when the form is wounded. This motif is commonly seen in Dorsen's documentations. Now, these are just a few examples from his book. While stories of the bear walkers usually describe them as monstrous, evil shamans or witches in animal form, driven by lust for power or envy, the Anishinaabe native claims it wasn't always the way. Sawano Gilzik's essay, Reawakening of the Medicine People, Part 6, Return of the Bear Walker, explains bear walkers were once benevolent guardians associated with motherhood and medicine. A profound ancestral and spiritual figure, a teacher of dreams, and a symbol of a good way of life. Traditionally positive, the bear walker originally walked a revered path. They were often spirits of ancestors that appeared to be chosen ones in bear form to offer healing, protection, and to affirm that the spirit world was caring for them. As time passed, some began distorting this role. Some bad medicine people misused bear powers to harm others. Gilzik goes on to emphasize that medicine itself isn't inherently good or evil, it's the intent. Whether healing or harming is what transforms its moral weight. The same sacred bear powers can be harnessed for protection or destruction. He calls for revival, a desire to reawaken the good bear walkers of old, to guide us back toward a pathway of holistic and communal well-being. In summary, one's heart defines its use. Bad thoughts equal bad medicine. As the legend of the bear walkers reminds us, the line between darkness and light, well, it's thin. But the intent behind the power is what truly matters. When fueled by malice and greed, the bear walker's art becomes a force of destruction. Yet, when guided by compassion and wisdom, it can be a powerful force for healing. Let the stories of the bear walker of the Upper Peninsula be a lesson. The power is neutral, but the intent is what shapes the outcome. May we walk in balance, with hearts full of light and hands that heal. That's good medicine. Well, I have a lot of thoughts about this story.
Yeah?
I do. I keep in my mind seeing good and evil. It doesn't matter if it's folklore. It doesn't matter if it's Christianity. You know what I mean? I can see it in all webs of our life.
Right. There's a lot of parallels for sure. Mm-hmm. To me, it's very reminiscent of The Lord of the Rings. With great power comes great responsibility. If you look at the path that Gandalf chose to walk and the path that Saruman chose to walk, they both had the same gift, but chose to use it differently.
Right. And it depends on its intent, like the story says.
Exactly. And I was glad to find this information on that fellow's essay because him being a Native American really wants to bring back this good vibe, this beautiful part of their history, and bring it back in a positive manner. Anybody can ruin something good, but the more people that use something that is a gift as something good, it snuffs out all that's being used as bad.
Right, it's almost like it comes down to jealousy toward one another.
Right.
Right, and just the horrible things that it can make someone do to someone else because of how you're feeling inside.
Right. And it all sparks from wanting what somebody else has and what you don't have. Well, why would you wish evil against them? Why wouldn't you just pursue what you want rather than wish that the other person didn't have it?
Right. Work in harmony.
Right.
Work together. And that was something that I really liked in the story, where it's talking about getting back to community. And I kind of feel that that really ties in with what's going on in this crazy world today.
Right.
It seemed like we were making progress, and now we're tearing each other down again.
Exactly.
It feels like it's never going to end. It's like we're stuck in a hamster wheel.
Right.
Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time. Now, the bear walkers are very similar to, I would say, the Loup-Garou, a shapeshifter that could do it at will. Didn't have to wait for anything specific to happen. When they wanted to change, they could change. It's been told that when these creatures, or people, I should say, when they're transforming into animal form, usually the bear, they would have that like a fire, a spectral fire in their mouth. And you could see this person changing. It was also said that if you were to come across a bear walker, if you were able to grab them and get your arms around them, they would revert back to human form. Now take this into consideration, though. If you're wrong and it's a real bear, you're in trouble.
You're in big trouble.
You are in big trouble. Oops, I thought you were somebody else.
Right. But it's interesting. So they're harnessing the spirit of the bear walker, because if the one story, the shape shifting into an owl.
Right, right.
So is it the harnessing of the bear walker spirit that allows them to turn into any creature?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Okay.
So the bear was the preferred form that they would take, but they could take the shape and form of any animal.
Well, I guess the bear is, big and mighty and strong and fierce. I guess it just depends on the intent.
Right.
Right? Like, do they want to cause harm, like serious harm, or just sit and allow things to secretly fall apart,
Right.
like a slow moving curse?
Yeah.
Because all I kept thinking about when that one guy was getting thin and listless and pressure, I'm like, that dude's having a heart attack.
Yeah.
That's my nervous brain.
Yeah. With that pressure on his chest.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's classic. What kind of herbs did that medicine shaman give them that would act like that?
Right.
Like an aspirin, or, because everything we have, I think, in pharmaceutical form comes from the earth, right?
Correct.
I was just watching something like How to Survive. It's like this series that I'm reading and watching, and it tells you, like, if you're bleeding and you need something to coagulate you, use this and put it on you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we so need to get back to that.
Right, right. And when you have these good medicine people, like these Maids, and they're doing these ceremonies to help cure these people and help heal these people, well, that's that good energy. That's good medicine, and it's also like the power of prayer. You're putting out this positivity. You want good to happen, and it manifests. Same thing, unfortunately, happens when you put out bad energy. It will manifest.
Right. And I mean, that's what prayer is, in my opinion, anyway, right? It's focusing, it's putting out the energy, it's getting it out there. So you can call it prayer, you can call it manifesting, you can call it, whatever you want.
Yep.
But it's all about putting the energy out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, whether it's good or bad.
Right.
And we're human, so.
Yeah. And we're all energy.
And there will never be an end of good and bad.
That's true. And we're all connected.
Agreed.
Do good. Be good.
Help one another. Love one another.
Yeah,
I mean, how many times have we said it throughout this entire podcast? Be good to one another.
Yep. It's a simple concept.
It's easy, but some people make it so hard.
That's right.
Don't be jealous.
Don't be a
Raise people up.
Don't be a bad bear walker. Be a good bear walker.
Be a good bear.
Yeah.
Well, I love this story, hon. Thank you.
I do too. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I like it. Gets you thinking in a bunch of different ways.
Exactly. And I just love Native American lore. I love it. It's all entertainment and a lesson wrapped into one.
And it still resonates today.
Yes.
It's the basics. It really is.
It really is.
Be in harmony. I love it.
Me too.
Well, you want to sign us out, hun?
I sure do. You better lock your doors. You better lock your windows. And you might want to check under your bed.
And if I see that bear walker under there, I'm going to give him a great big hug.
Oh, a big bear hug.
Big bear hug.
And then he'll turn back to human form.
Yeah, and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll have a little chat.
You know, just to be safe, let's start putting some tobacco underneath our bed. Seems like the thing to do.
It seems like the thing to do. I wonder what is the deal with the tobacco.
It's a gift. It's an offering.
Oh, they like to smoke.
Yeah, everybody did.
Little puff puff.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go get some tobacco leaves. Well, thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. We will see you again on Malice Monday. And don't forget, we got our live show coming up on September 13th.
Awake and Haunt.
Awake and Haunt.
Tickets are limited. Gotta go get those tickets. We'll put the link in the show notes. It is going to be a fantastic show.
It's going to be super fun.
Now, I don't know how many true live podcasts are going on around in this area, so you might not want to miss it.
Right.
Great merch, cocktails, great music.
Great atmosphere.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And then a week after that, Brian McVeigh kicks off his Halloween season.
That's right.
At Awake and Haunt. So I know everybody's gearing up for that.
The annual opening.
Yep.
It's the following weekend.
Hell Run.
Yep.
We're going to be there too.
We're going to be for that. Yep.
Yep. So
going to decorate the Jeep up for the run to hell.
I can't wait to see everybody's Jeeps. It's going to be cool.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. So everybody should also get on the Awaken Haunted website if you have a Jeep and you want to have a really good time and you want to go to hell and back. We'll go there with you.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Don't go anywhere just yet. I got a little something for you. A little sneak peek of some new music that's going to be at our live show. So, enjoy.
Whispers on the water, shadows in the trees, stories born at midnight, carried on the breeze. Michigan folklore, fables untold, dark tales linger, chilling and cold. Echoes of secrets the night can't hide. Legends of the mitten where fear resides. From lakeshore graves to forest floor, ghosts and monsters at your door. Hear the whispers, heed the call. The mitten holds the darkest of all. Michigan folklore, fables untold, dark tales linger, chilling and cold. Echoes of secrets the night can't hide. Legends of the